The Brooklyn Nets are in an interesting position at the moment because they don't currently own their first round pick next year, but they're not a team that's really competing for a title. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? I am super excited to do this Brooklyn Nets rebuild because who knows, maybe I do another Nets rebuild in a couple of weeks and they have Damian Lillard on their team, but for now, we're not going to be making any type of Dame trade today. And like I said, they're in a weird spot because they can't tank at all, or they don't want to miss the playoffs because they don't have their first round pick. That is going to the Rockets from the James Harden trade back from a couple years ago, so they want to compete next year. I also think that they're in a weird position with Nick Claxton as well, who is going to be a free agent at the end of the 2024 season, and what if he's demanding $30 million? Like, he may have an elite defensive performance next year, but if he doesn't really develop his offensive skill set, is he going to be worth a max contract? So the Nets also just signed Darius Bazley the other day, and I actually do have to release somebody. I don't know who I'm going to release. Maybe it's going to be either Jalen Wilson, former Jayhawk, or it's going to be Day'Ron Sharpe. I'll probably release Jalen Wilson because this team is pretty deep, and if I ended up becoming a seller at the deadline, we'd have plenty of assets to sell, like Dinwiddie, maybe Claxton, Cam Thomas, Dennis Smith Jr., Finney Smith, Royce O'Neal, Lonnie Walker. Like, there's a lot of talent on this team. It's just not high-end talent. So I'm going to have Dariq Whitehead and Noah Clowney start in the G League this year. I'm actually going to play Cam Thomas. The Nets just stopped playing him at some points last year. And the starting five, the three players that are getting the most amount of minutes, are the guys that I want to build this team through. And that's Mikal Bridges, who's my number one guy, Cam Johnson, who is now an $100 million player, and Nick Claxton. We have Finney Smith and Dinwiddie in there, and this is going to be the bench at the moment. So when an injury happens, Edmund Sumner is going to get in there, Darius Bazley is going to get in there. And just for the start of the season, I'm going to send Noah Clowney and Dariq Whitehead to the Long Island Nets. Shout out Long Island. We are 3.5 stars under Jock Vaughn's system. I'm also going to see what's going on with Ben Simmons. Maybe we'll move him, maybe we'll not. I don't know if anybody's going to take him, but like I said, we will not have our first round pick this year. It is a swap with the Rockets, so we are at least going to get one first round pick regardless. And like, first game of the season's at home against the Milwaukee Bucks. We ended up losing by 1. Mikal Bridges had 32 points. Cam Johnson 25, and I gotta monitor this team closely because if we start falling a little bit and say we're 7 or 8 games under 500 in December, I gotta make a move. This is a funny trade. I feel like Jimmy Butler would just kill Ben Simmons. And we're not off to a bad start by any means. We're 10-8. I will take that. And I just want to be in the playoffs, basically, or just in the playoff picture. And Mikal Bridges is on a fantastic contract as well. He's averaging 20 points this season. We got Cam Johnson averaging about 16 points a night. He's shooting 41% from 3. Whoa! Cam Thomas is beastin'. We have Cam Thomas and Cam Johnson. But yeah, that's something to note. Cam Thomas is an 81 overall in this. So with these scenarios, the overalls might be a little bit off. I do use Jodak Helmer's 2K scenario here. So like, I think Claxton's fine at 84. Dinwiddie might be a tad bit high at an 84. Cam Thomas at an 81. Maybe he's an overall too high. I feel like Cam Johnson should be maybe a little higher. And yeah, Ben Simmons should not be at an 81. But I'm not going to be treating him like an 81. We're going to be treating him like a reserve player. And then maybe next year he can get kind of back to the Ben Simmons of old. Not maybe prime Ben Simmons from what we saw in Philadelphia in like 2019. But someone that could be a solid defender slash passer for us off the bench. Ooh, Cam Johnson gets hurt. He is going to be out just for a few days. Whoa, and we just had a monster victory here over the Atlanta Hawks, where Dinwiddie had 21-9. How has Dinwiddie been for us this season? He's averaging 13 points, 5 assists. Not bad in his current role. Oof, Royce O'Neal is out 2 to 4 months with a broken left foot. He didn't have the biggest role for us this season, but he was playing well. He was a great free throw shooter at that. Oh, and Dorian Finney-Smith got hurt as well. He's out 1 to 2 weeks. He's actually playing very well for us this year. And even with those injuries, we're on a 3-game, make that 4-game winning streak. So I expect Noah Clowney and Dariq Whitehead to be inserted into the lineup probably after the trade deadline. But hey, we are 7 games above 500 right now. We are currently on a 6-game winning streak. Make that 7 games, 8 games. Oh my God. We are actually playing very well right now. Let's knock on wood. Maybe we're going to be a buyer at the deadline. I know Brooklyn's been interested in Tyler Hero. Maybe I'll call up Miami and see what we can maybe get for him. Because we are 13 games above 500 right now. Oh, and Cam Johnson, who's having an incredible year, just went down with an injury. He is going to be, I think, just out maybe a game or 2. Oh, I lied. He's out 2 to 4 weeks. Damn, that actually hurts a little bit. So with him out 2 to 4 weeks, I'm going to call up Dariq Whitehead from the Long Island Nets. Oh, wait. Dariq Whitehead got hurt in the G League. Are you kidding me? Oh, pinched nerve in the back. That's a brutal one. Yeah, we are getting decimated by injuries right now, but you know what? It's fine. We have the depth on this team, and we are still 12 games above 500. If we take a look at our possible contract extension window. We could ink Dinwiddie on a 3-year deal if we want to bring him back. Simmons would re-sign. Claxton is not eligible. Man, he's going to be an interesting one on what I want to do with him in the offseason. But if we can get him on a solid deal where I think it makes sense, I am 100% okay with bringing him back. But yeah, that really does suck that Dariq Whitehead got hurt when he needed an opportunity to be in the lineup. Do we get Mikal Bridges in the All-Star game? Come on, where is he? We don't get an All-Star. I mean, maybe I do make a Damian Lillard trade at one point in this video. But yeah, Mikal is averaging 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's also got a 60% true shooting percentage at the moment. Cam Thomas has been really good for us this year in his 3rd season. Lonnie Walker's been very efficient. He's been 50, 40, 90. Oh my God, Lonnie. So yeah, like I said, I plan on being a buyer at the deadline. We have lost 4 out of our last 5 leading up to the deadline. Whoa, the Suns already put Bradley Beal on the trade block. Bradley Beal in Brooklyn is interesting. DeAndre Hunter is on the trade block. I wouldn't mind DeAndre Hunter in Brooklyn. So it stinks. Like, Royce O'Neal could have been a perfect guy to include in this deal, but he's still out 1 to 2 weeks. Dennis Smith Jr. has also been very good for us this season. So we do have a $20 million trade exception from the Joe Harris trade. So I'm going to include Darius Bazley in this deal because 2K doesn't allow you to do an exception for player trade. It's different from real life. I'm going to throw in this 1st round pick, and I'm going to give them the Suns unprotected first next year. So 2 first rounders, Darius Bazley, and we're going to use the trade exception. I'm just going to offer this to them. I don't know if they accept this. I don't think they will. Whoa. Okay, they do accept it. Let's go. Now, if that Suns pick's in the top 10 next year, I will be upset. And the Rockets are actually, like, respectable this year, so that pick was probably going to be in the late lottery, but it's the swap worse. So, like, if we are better than the Rockets, it was going to be our pick, and we could be a top 6 team in the East. So this is probably going to cut into like Ben Simmons minutes a little bit and Edmund Sumner's, which is fine. And I think DeAndre Hunter may come off the bench because I still like Dorian Finney-Smith in the starting 5 for us. So yeah, let's go past the deadline. That was a pretty big move picking up DeAndre Hunter, but he was on the trade block, so I thought I should have swooped in. And he's only 26 years old. All right, so it is the contract extension deadline. We are 8 games above 500. I'm going to give Spencer Dinwiddie a 2-year extension, so $30 million guaranteed, and he's going to accept that to come back to the Nets. And I'm also giving Royce O'Neal a 1-year extension worth around $4 million. Oh, and then Nick Claxton, as we're making a playoff run, dislocates his left patella. Is his Brooklyn Nets career over? I don't know. That's tough. So we might roll with Ben Simmons at the end of the year as the center. So we're going to give Dariq White and Noah Clowney about 13 minutes each to finish up the regular season with, but they probably won't crack the playoff rotation. Let's hope we're at least in the play-in tournament because we have been struggling in the month of March. And there goes Ben Simmons. He goes down with a 1 to 2 week injury. Dayron Sharpe might be our play-in tournament center because, yeah, we've definitely fallen off to being a top 6 team in the East. And then James Harden wins MVP for the Sixers. Honestly, James Harden back in Brooklyn with Mikal Bridges would kind of be fun, low-key. But I don't know if I want to pay him all that money, you know. Do we get Mikal on an All-NBA team? We do not. What about an All-Defensive team? Nope. And our rookies are not going to crack this list. So we are in the play-in tournament as the 7th seed. Orlando did catch up to us, and oh my God, if we didn't have like the worst March ever, we just had a top 6 seed locked. All right, so here were the end of the season stats. A very interesting season nonetheless. We did have a bunch of injuries, but this team has a lot of depth. And I don't really know where I'm going from here yet because we don't really have a lot of draft capital, but we will have some roster flexibility. So Ben Simmons can play through his injury right now. He will be our starting center, but expect us to play a lot of small ball. Noah Clowney was actually pretty decent in his small amount of minutes. How did Dariq Whitehead shoot from 3? 27%. He'll have a much larger role next year. All right, so this is what the play-in tournament rotation is going to look like. It's a very interesting lineup nonetheless. We are 3.5-star system proficiency. We're going up against the team we took DeAndre Hunter from, and that is the Atlanta Hawks. So let's see if we can beat them in the first leg of the play-in tournament to be the 7th seed. I want to win. I don't want to miss out. Oh my God. What a terrible third quarter, and we are not going to be the 7th seed. We can still be the 8th seed. All right, Trae Young at 46 against us. You got Toronto versus Chicago again. Is DeMar DeRozan's daughter going to be banned from the stadium? As Toronto does get the win this time. All right, Toronto versus Brooklyn. Let's do this. Come on. I want to be at least the 8th seed. We don't have a first-round pick, so oh my God. Oh my God. Please. No. Yes. No. We end up choking it. And we don't even make the playoffs, man. That just sucks. Cam Johnson had 26, Mikal Bridges had 23. Dennis Smith Jr. was a really good player for us this season. Ben Simmons had 16, 6, and 9. DeAndre Hunter shot 4 for 13, 0 for 6 from 3. Well, I'm kind of glad I picked him up, right? Damn, and the Brooklyn Nets do not make the 2024 playoffs. That sucks. Anthony Edwards is your Western Conference Finals MVP, and then you got Embiid in the East, and the Sixers win it all. James Harden's your Finals MVP. So we won MVP and Finals MVP. What? There goes LeBron, CP3, Lowry, Iggy, Ariza, Horford, Conley. And yeah, like I said, we will not have a first round pick in this year's draft. So Jacque Vaughn's contract has expired. But you know what? I'm going to give him a 2-year extension. I'm going to look to pick up Mike Woodson to be my top assistant. I'm going to give him a 2-year deal. It's so weird that like Mike Woodson's like still in the game because he's the head coach at Indiana. I want to see if the Thunder will do this trade. Looking for a good veteran who played well for us last year in Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm going to get the 13th overall pick from them, not 9. Maybe if they say no, I'll just look at 19, but I think they will agree to this. They say no. Wow. Do I have seconds I could throw in? All right, let's just see if like another team will do this. All right, I don't know if I can get 18 and this top 10 protected pick from Chicago from San Antonio, but let's see. They would want multiple firsts. Never mind. So what about 18 and this swap worse with Atlanta down the line? All right, let's just go back to OKC. Would you give me 19 and 24? Wow, never mind. All right, I'll just take 19 for Dorian Finney-Smith. What is going on? All right, never mind. I don't think I'm trading Dorian Finney-Smith yet. We're just not going to have a draft pick. So Justin Edwards was the #1 overall pick to the Sacramento Kings, and this is how the top 10 looked. We have 2 team options here, Cam Thomas and Day'Ron Sharpe. We're going to pick up both. All right, I'm going to give Nick Claxton around $23 million a year for the next 3 years, and he is going to accept that deal. I'm actually priced out of Dennis Smith Jr. He wants $8 million a year. I'm also priced out of Lonnie Walker as well, so they're both probably gone, which is weird. I can't give Dennis Smith Jr. $7 million, but I can give Kevon Mooney $10 million. So I'm going to give Kevon Mooney a 3-year, $30 million deal, but it's going to be a team option on the last year. We saw our centers get hurt last year. I'm not relying on Ben Simmons as my backup 5. So let's get Kevon Mooney to back up Claxton, and maybe I'm going to move Day'Ron Sharpe. So we have 3 shooting guards that are going to get minutes next year. We have Spencer Dinwiddie, Hunter, and Cam Johnson. Finney-Smith is still on the roster. I think I may look to move him. Okay, and here we go. We're going to trade Day'Ron Sharpe and Dorian Finney-Smith to OKC for Usman Garuba and a 2026 unprotected first from the Clippers, which is from the Thunder now. Because I want to play Dariq Whitehead and Noah Clowney a decent amount of minutes next year. Love to see that regression. How does Cam Johnson regress? Huh? I have a pretty good training staff as well right now, which is annoying. All right, so it's going to be Dinwiddie, Bridges, Johnson, Hunter, Claxton with Thomas, Clowney, Whitehead, Looney, and Simmons. We do not have our first round pick or any draft pick this year, so let's hope that this team can be competitive in the Eastern Conference. Nick Claxton's averaging 2.7 blocks, but unfortunately he did just get hurt. He's out 6 to 8 weeks with a broken left leg. So is Nick Claxton going to be injury prone for us? Well, that's why I signed Kevon Looney. We are 9-6 to start the season right now. Cam Johnson has actually been our leading scorer. Oh my God. Cam Johnson tears his right Achilles and he will be out for the season. Oh, he was having such a good year too. So we are going to start Cam Thomas now, and this is going to provide more opportunities for Dariq White and Noah Clowney. All right, but this team is still fighting under Jacque Vaughn. We are 23-12 on January 4th. DeAndre Hunter has actually surpassed Mikal Bridges in points per game. What? And if the opportunity is there, I still want to be a buyer at the deadline. Let's see who's hurt right now. Oh, it's Cam Thomas, who was shooting 43% from 3, and he's out 2 to 4 weeks, which isn't the end of the world. And we do not have any All-Stars this season. We are 11 games above 500, though. Hopefully, we don't have a second half collapse like we did last year, as now Mikal Bridges is averaging 19.5 points per game. What I might actually do is start Noah Clowney at the 4 and have like Cam Thomas and Dariq Whitehead be our scorers off the bench. Whitehead is shooting 31% from 3. He's came down to earth just a little bit. Oh, Claxton is back. Let's go. So we're getting kind of back to full strength besides Cam Johnson here at the deadline. Beat the Knicks by 1, and I would be open to moving Cam Thomas here at the deadline if we can get somebody good coming back. Bradley Beal is still there, but I'm kind of looking for a point guard. Like Yusuf Nurkic, Jeremy Grant. Don't really want big men. Zach LaVine. Whoa, that's interesting. Paul George. Not really feeling that. Marcus Smart. Don't know if he's the point guard I'd want. Russ in Charlotte, I don't think so. Whoa! De'Aaron Fox is on the trade block. All right, I may call up Sacramento and see what the price is for him. All right, so I'm going to offer this big package for De'Aaron Fox. 3 unprotected first-round picks, 1 from us, 1 from Phoenix, and 1 from Philly. Ben Simmons to make the money work, who's an expiring contract, and they get Cam Thomas and his restricted rights in free agency, and Cam Thomas has been a very good player for us this season. So let's see, would they do this trade for De'Aaron Fox? And they do. Let's go. Welcome to Brooklyn, De'Aaron Fox. We just made a massive trade at this year's deadline. So, like, even though Cam Johnson is hurt, this is a good team, man. It really is. Fox, Bridges, Hunter, Clowney, Claxton with Dinwiddie, Whitehead, Looney, and Royce O'Neal off the bench. 3.5-star balance, so we don't really get better in that department, which is fine. All right, and let's see how this team can perform with newly added De'Aaron Fox. And so we don't have to worry about it next year. Let's give Mikal Bridges a 3-year extension. And gonna bring back Royce O'Neal on the minimum. All right, so our bench is taking a beating a little bit. Spencer Dinwiddie, who's having a good offensive season, is gonna be out next 1 to 2 weeks. Tariq Whitehead, 1 to 2 weeks as well. And we're actually playing well in March. This is where our season plummeted last year. And Nick Claxton's out 1 to 2 weeks before the playoffs, but that's not that long. So we are 17 games above 500. Make that 18 here in April. We could get 50 wins. Come on, let's hit 50 wins. We're 17 above 500. Can we stop getting hurt? There we go. We go 50 and 32. That is the improvement I wanted to see. Jason Tatum wins MVP. Xavier Booker, Rookie of the Year. Hero gets 6-man again. He got it last year, so that's number 3 of his career. AD Depoy, Jerry, most improved in Atlanta, maybe getting those DeAndre Hunter minutes, and Tibbs gets Coach of the Year. So we got nobody on the Nets here on the All-NBA teams. Anybody on the All-Defensive teams? Lonzo in Utah. Yes, Mikal Bridges gets it this time around. He didn't get it last year, but he had a very good year for us. 58% true shooting, and I just think he's like a perfect number 2 for us. So we finished the season as the 5 seed. We're going up against Cleveland in round 1. It's going to be a tough test. De'Aaron Fox finished with 22 points and only 5 assists. I would hope that'd be a little bit higher. Cam Johnson's still 6 to 8 weeks away. It sucks we're not going to have him in the playoffs. We're probably not going to have Dinwiddie in round 1. Royce O'Neal, definitely not. Noah Clowney finished with 12.7 points per game. 37 from 3, 85 from the line. Hell yeah. And DeAndre Hunter was good for us as well this season. Shot 39 from 3. So we're going to do an 8-man rotation for the playoffs. It's going to look kind of weird. But yeah, Fox and Bridges are getting 40 apiece. DeAndre Hunter, 37 minutes a night. 32 to Clowney. 35 to Claxton. Then Whitehead, Looney, and Garuba are also getting some minutes off the bench. 3.5-star balance. Cleveland does have... Oh, no Jared Allen. Is he hurt or is he... Yep, he is hurt for them. Okay. Gives us a break a little bit, and we beat them in game 1 by 17 points. De'Aaron Fox with 34-2, 8 and 5 steals. Claxton, let's go. Good performance there, even when DeAndre Hunter and Clowney shot pretty poorly. We lost game number 2, though, by 41 points. Ugh, we got embarrassed. All right, I'll split them, though, and we end up losing game 3 by 2 points. In Cleveland, we almost had an insane comeback. Game 4, we end up winning. Let's go by 8 points. Mikal with 29. Fox with 27, 4, and 11. And let's go. Spencer Dinwiddie is able to play again. So I'm probably going to go like 10 minutes to Dariq Whitehead. And then maybe give like Dinwiddie 24 minutes a night. Game number 5, we end up losing. Oh, man, we just getting blown out in some of these L's. Can we force a game 7? Yes, we can. We're alive. We end up beating them by 32 points. Fox almost had a triple-double. So here we go. Game 7 in Cleveland. Come on. It would be nice to get a playoff series victory with De'Aaron Fox and Mikal Bridges. We were up by double digits. We are up by 11 at the moment. Don't choke this in the 4th, please. Don't choke this. We're going to... Don't. I hate you, 2K. Oh my God. We were the better team for like 3 quarters, and then nobody shows up in the 4th. Why is that a thing? DeAndre Hunter was really good. Mikal was fine. Fox, I guess, had a minor injury, but he also fouled out in 26 minutes. Damn, man. That sucks. But hey, at least we made it to the playoffs this year. Bam Adebayo is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and Cat is your Western Conference Finals MVP. And yeah, Hero, who only started 2 games in the finals, is your finals MVP. So there goes Russ and Love, both from the 2008 draft class, retiring on the Hornets. DeRozan retires as well. Our own Corey Joseph. Tibbs wins Coach of the Year and then dips. So we do not own any picks in this year's draft. That Phoenix pick that we gave Atlanta in the Hunter trade ended up at 17, so that doesn't hurt too much. Houston's getting our pick at 22. But when this team is fully healthy, I like it a lot. So we're going to have Cam Johnson back healthy, and we're going to have a Fox, Bridges, Johnson, Clowney, Claxton starting 5. That's pretty good. Or we can actually put Hunter at the 4, which is maybe even better. And like Dinwiddie being a backup guard for us is also huge. So another year with no picks. The Hawks get better, Raptors get better, Wizards get better. Wow, the top 4 picks all in the Eastern Conference. Picking up the team options on the 2023 rookies. We'll give Usman Garuba the qualifying offer. So injuries will come. So I'm going to give Mo Wagner a 1-year deal to be our third string center. I would actually not mind Drew Holiday on this team. Could I get Drew on a 1-year deal? Oh my God, I think that would be a huge pickup for us. So Mo Wagner, Drew Holiday, let's get it done. Can I sign Bolt? Oh, I can't sign Mo Wagner. That's fine. I'll take Drew because Garuba could be the third string center. And I'm going to look to bring in Jetty Osman and Gary Harris. So we get Jetty and we get Gary Harris. So let's just get Garuba back on the QO. And yeah, like Drew Holiday isn't going to play a ton for us, but it's a good veteran guard who could give us some good defensive minutes. 2K's not a fan of this team though, because we're seeing regression. Why? I'm going to play around with the sliders a little bit because that just seems off. All right, so it's going to be Fox, Bridges, Johnson, Hunter, Claxton in the starting 5. Clowney, Dinwiddie, Looney, Whitehead, and Drew off the bench. And let's see if we could be a top 4 seed in the East this year. All right, so it is January 9th, and we are 25-14. De'Aaron Fox has been our leading scorer, and I guess with Cam Johnson coming back, like he's still getting a bunch of shots up. Damn, Dariq Whitehead is really struggling. He may just be out of the rotation at one point. Nick Claxton getting hurt once again. He's out 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah, the Drew Holiday experiment was fun, but he's just been so inefficient. Nikola Vucevic is an all-star this year, but no Brooklyn Nets are all-stars. We are 19 games above 500 at the trade deadline. There we go. De'Aaron Fox is in the 20 point per game category now. Let's give De'Aaron Fox a 4-year extension. He was a free agent at the end of the year. I'm going to give DeAndre Hunter a 2-year extension. Going to give Spencer Dinwiddie a 1-year extension. And I'm not going to be making any trades at this year's deadline. We made the DeAndre Hunter trade 2 years ago, the Fox trade last year. Let's see if we could be a top 3 seed in the East. Cross our fingers, no big injuries happen. And as I say that, Usman Garuba gets hurt, that's fine. Because Nick Claxton just came back anyways. And Wemby in year 3 gets MVP. Bones Highland, 6th man of the year on the Knicks. Damn, he was good. Mobley Depoy, Cade Most Improved. Shout out to the 2021 draft class. We didn't get anybody on any of the award teams. We are the 5 seed for the 2nd straight year. Taking on the Orlando Magic in round 1, who have a very good team. Here are the end of the season stats. We are fully healthy for the playoffs, in which I don't think Dariq Whitehead will be in the playoff rotation, in which it's going to be Fox and Bridges 40 minutes apiece, 35 a night to Johnson, Hunter, Claxton, and we have Clowney, Dinwiddie, and Looney as the 3-man bench, which is a solid trio coming off the bench. Clowney shot 42 from 3. All right, can we beat the Magic and get a playoff series victory in this video? Let's go! We beat them by 41 points in game 1. Let's go. Fox with an elite performance. Same with Mikal. Come on, let's beat them. They win game 2. We win game 3. We win game 4. All right, don't blow a 3-1 lead, please. Please. Yes. Okay, we won in 7. We almost blew a 3-1 lead. De'Aaron Fox, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson were so good for us in round 1. But now we're going to take on the 1-seeded Celtics, who have Delano Banton, who's not bad. Oh my God, his round 1 stats were really good. Yeah, I don't think we're any match for this team. Maybe we pull off an upset. Who knows? We do lose game 1 by 11. Game 2, we lose. Game 3, okay. Can we at least put up a fight? Nope, we end up getting swept. I mean, that Celtics team was really good on paper. Yep. And they ended up... Oh, man. Mikal Bridges was pretty bad in this series. Or it said he shot like 30% from the field overall. Yeah, oh my God. Him and Cam were pretty inefficient. That sucks. All right, well, you know what? At least we got a playoff series victory under our belt. And the Timberwolves win it all with Ant being your finals MVP. There goes Brooke, Harden, former net, Holiday, former net. 3 players making it to the Hall of Fame. And where's that Clippers pick? It's at number 6. Let's go. You know what? I'll take having the 6th pick. I wish it was a little higher, as the Wizards have the Suns pick at 2. You know what? Is there like an upgraded head coach? Yeah, like can I go out and get Nick Nurse? And we sign Nick Nurse. So yeah, we're gonna move on from Jacque Vaughn. He made this team respectable, but yeah, let's get Nick Nurse on the squad. Maybe it's a slap in the face, but would Jacque Vaughn be his assistant? No, he rejects that. Some weird offers here to David Blatt and George Karl, who are still in this game. I wonder if they're still getting royalty checks from 2K. I mean, they have to be. But yeah, we're gonna be getting Wes Unseld to be our top assistant. All right, so let's see who's available at 6. Cameron Boozer, oh my God, next to Jokic. Thank God I'm not in the West. And the Sixers took Cooper Flag. I was trying to trade up for him. So we're going to take Bryson Tyler here. He could get traded. But yeah, let's sign him and PJ Colleton, who we got there at 53. Pick up the team option on Looney, Clowney, and Whitehead. All right, I'm getting this trade offer. I have no idea how I'm going to run this team, but we're going to do it because it's too good to pass up on. Bryson Tyler, Nick Claxton, and Dariq Whitehead for David Castillo and Josh Giddey, who I'm going to convert to no, probably keep him at the shooting guard spot and make Mikal Bridges the small forward next year. So yeah, we do need some center help. I would like to get Naz Reid. Kevon Mooney is going to be our starting center next year. And we should be able to get Usman Garuba back as well on a 1-year deal. And we're getting Jared Butler as well. And bring back Lonnie Walker, who's still only 27 years old. That's crazy. All right, so a big three of De'Aaron Fox, Josh Giddey, Mikal Bridges has to be pretty good, right? Let's see how far this team can go in the regular season. We're finally 4-star balanced. We finally got an all-star, and it was Josh Giddey, who's having an incredible season. He could win MVP for the Brooklyn Nets this year, which is just wild. We are 41-11 as well, and Wemby wins his second MVP. Dariq Whitehead most improved in Atlanta. We don't get coach of the year, but Josh Giddey's on all-NBA first team, and we finished as the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. How are we not the 1 seed? Damn, they beat us by 3 games. So here were the per game stats this season. We did have 2 players score above 20, and that was Fox and Giddey. Bridges was hurt for a little bit, but we are now fully healthy for the playoffs. So I don't think Dinwiddie will be in the playoff rotation. I'm going to go with an 8-man rotation. So it's going to probably be like 38 minutes to Fox, Giddey, and Bridges. We'll go 30 to Hunter, and then maybe 30 to Looney as well. And I'll give 1 more minute to Cam Johnson off the bench, who shot 38 from 3. Take it on the Miami Heat in round 1. They have Kevin Durant, but they no longer have Bam or Jimmy Butler. They do have Bam, I'm wrong, but he is hurt. We should beat this team, right? Even though they have KD and Hero, yeah, we end up sweeping them. So here we are in round 2 after a very nice round 1. Can look to get revenge on the Celtics. Still have, oh my God, they have Jaren Jackson Jr. and Keegan Murray off the bench. All right, well, I'm nervous. We do beat them in game 1 though. Okay, that team might just be too good where 2K is just like, yeah, you're not going to win it all. Okay, we're up 3-0. Don't blow a 3-0 lead. And we swept them. Let's freaking go. Josh Giddey might be the cheat code to get. Yep, he averaged a 24-point triple-double. But now we're going to take on the Magic, who still have Paolo. They have 2K Shaq, Jalen Suggs, Jett Howard. But yeah, they also have the Metal Ball, who's been there for 3 years now. They were the 1 seed. They're 8-1 in the playoffs. They beat us in game 1 and game 2. I go 8-0 in the first 2 rounds to get swept. Okay. 2K, you're going to really reel me back in. Why make me go down 3-0? Oh my God. Okay, are we forcing a game 7? Please force a game 7. Please force a game 7. Don't choke it in the 4th, please. Let's go. We end up forcing a game 7. What is going on? Okay, they went up. Oh, who got hurt? Okay, Noah Clowney. Oh, he's been good for us, man. He's been so elite, like, efficiency-wise. He's shooting 60 from the field, 51 from 3, and 91 from the line. All right, here we go. Game 7 in Orlando. Are they going to blow a 3-0 lead? Probably not. 2K. Why are these games never close, too? Why is it always a blowout? Can we... Oh, my God. We're down by 18. Unless we have a sick 4th quarter comeback. We lose by 31. I want to flip off 2K for that. Oh, my God. Why tease me like that? And the Timberwolves win again, like it would even matter if I went to the finals. All right, so that Phoenix pick that we gave for De'Aaron Fox ended up at number 2, in which they got JJ Price. Wow, 6'7". Oh my God, he's probably going to be better than Fox in like 2 years. So I'm going to try to get most of our guys back on 1-year deals, besides Noah Clowney, who gets a deal from the Grizzlies, 3 years, 36, 100% matching that. Also going to sign D'Anthony Melton to a 1-year deal for depth purposes. Never mind, he signs with Portland. All right, I'm going to be trading DeAndre Hunter and Usman Garuba for JP Nance, who was just the 12th overall pick, and Walker Kessler, who hasn't been developed into like the best center in the world by any means, but is an upgrade for us. And then I'm going to steal Keegan Murray from the Boston Celtics and give them JP Nance, who has high potential, and Naz Reid. We get Nikola Jovic as well, but he won't be in the rotation for us. I'm just going to make sure Walker Kessler doesn't take any threes this year, because that's why his efficiency is so low, in my opinion. And Josh Giddey wins MVP for the Brooklyn Nets. JJ Price, yeah, that Kings point guard. He's already so good. All right, let's hope we just win a championship this year so I don't feel bad about that. We did go 71-11. Giddey, all-NBA first team. No surprise there. Shea is in Portland, so close your eyes, Thunder fans. We're taking on Philly in round 1, who have Maxey, Cooper Flag, and Embiid, but he is regressing. Yeah, Mikal Bridges is 31. He's starting to kind of dwindle down a little bit. Noah Clowney, though, is really freaking good. But we should be fine against Philly in round 1. It's really... Oh, okay, Orlando loses in round 1. That's nice. Don't lose to Cleveland, please. Oh, my God. We won in 7. 2K does not like the Nets in this rebuild by any means. Wow. Now we're taking on Boston again, who beat us a couple years ago. We beat them last year. All right, I'm nervous. We did take Keegan Murray from them. How did... Oh, man, that team is just still so good. They have Naz Reid. Did they play Nance at all? A little bit. Not really, though. Game 1, we win. We lose game 2. win game 3, lose game 4, win game 5, and yes, we're in the finals. Oh, we're taking on Minnesota probably. They have Luka. Don't tell me they have Luka and Ant. Don't tell me. Okay, they just have Luka. I don't know why you would do that, but if we look at the league history, they've won the last 2 titles. They've been to the last 4. They've been to every championship in this video, so 5 now. But yeah, they have Scoot Henderson, Jeremy Show, and Mathurin and Luka. Don't know why they got rid of Ant. Please don't make it to the finals just to lose. We win game 1. Let's go. We blow them out. Oh yeah, let's win game 2. Yes, game 3. Yes, don't blow a 3-0 lead in the finals. Yes, we swept the finals. Yes, Josh Giddey, MVP and Finals MVP in the same season. So I hope you guys did enjoy this Brooklyn Nets rebuild. It was probably a little bit on the longer side compared to some of the rebuilds that I've uploaded as of late. So let me know if you guys enjoyed the longer style videos in the comments. And yeah, maybe let me know, do you think they're going to get Damian Lillard? But yeah, that was super fun to do. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.